center with me, Maria Shakil. A very happy Holi and Women's Day to all the viewers of CNN News 18. Our top story this hour. Ahead of the much-awaited assembly elections in Karnataka, the bribe gate scandal has stirred up a massive storm for the Bommai government. It has triggered a political slugfest after the 8 crore cash was recovered from son of a BJP MLA's house. Lok Ayukta has arrested him as he was caught and red-handed taking a bribe of 40 lakh rupees. But this did not stop here. Later, Karnataka Soaps and Detergent Limited Union also alleged that MLA Virupakshappa himself is involved in a scam of 300 crore, after which he went missing until yesterday, when Karnataka High Court in fact granted him interim bail and gave him 48 hours to appear before the probing agency. He received a grand welcome by his supporters in his native village, Madal. And this has resulted in a massive political slugfest. The Congress has slammed the Karnataka government for shielding Virupakshappa and demanding his immediate arrest. The Grand Old Party even asked Bommai to resign as Chief Minister. Meanwhile, BJP MLC A.H. Vishwanath alleged the involvement of Karnataka Chief Minister in the bribe gate, also condemned the interim bail that has been provided to tainted MLA Virupakshappa. There have been several corruption allegations on the Karnataka government since Bommai took oath as the Chief Minister of the state. It all began in April last year when contractor Santosh Patil died by suicide and claimed that the then Minister Ishwarappa has been demanding 40% commission from him. So the big question is, will this corruption taint haunt the Bommai government in assembly polls?
Knows where he is. He's meeting all often.
He should be thrown out by the people of Karnataka because this is a corrupt, ridden government.
Joining me on the show, Lavanya Balal, spokesperson of the Congress party. We also have PKD Nambiar, political analyst. Mr. Nambiar, increasingly, it's becoming difficult for the BJP to defend the indefensible. The number of charges that is coming almost a day out of Karnataka against the ruling government is actually showcasing that Mr. Bommai could be very well leading one of the most corrupt governments the state has seen.
Well, Maria, I would say that it is a great opportunity for BJP to take a very strong action that they stand for against the corrupt. And this MLA bribe case could have been a very, very great opportunity. I think there is some kind of a lag for sure that visible action. One is, of course, there is an action that he has resigned from all the posts and he was absconding, and it's a Lok Ayukta case. No matter what you say, that yes, you can go on and technically say that yes, it's nothing wrong the BJP has done. BJP has done all the effort to kick him out or throw him out or keep him away. Everything is fine. But I believe it could have been a great opportunity for the BJP to send a strong message that we stand with the objective of Narendra Modi, that is zero corruption, zero tolerance against the corruption.
Yes,
somewhere
so that zero tolerance
has
to happen in form of an action, and will that action be taken? Because the party's own MLC is also saying that perhaps the corruption chain comes right from the top, and hence the entire government is appearing to be tainted. How long can the BJP wait and not crack the whip is the larger question. Lavanya Balal, the state of Karnataka perhaps is very unfortunate also, because earlier in the past we saw corruption charges against the Congress leaders, and now it is against the BJP.
Good evening, Maria. Happy Holi. Yes, like our MLC from BJP himself was pointing out, this MLA was absconding supposedly for 5 days when he was wanted by the Lok Ayukta police. And this MLA has walked into the Vidhan Sabha to tender his resignation. The question is the Home Ministry's department so weak that they did not know where an MLA is? Maria, imagine if it was you or I, and we were wanted by the police. Imagine how fast the police would be at our doorstep. But the same is not applied to these MLAs. Also, on the other side, the MLA yesterday in a press meet, he had tears in his eyes where he says, my son is innocent. Somebody just walked in with 40 lakhs, kept it on his table and just went away. Like, who walks into somebody else's office with 40 lakhs, dumps it and walks away, Maria?
That's actually ridiculous and an excuse. I mean, doesn't hold it anymore.
Yeah, I know. See, at the end of the day, the Lokayukta or the ACB, whichever department it is, they're quite strong in their own ways. The BJP also has been continuously saying Lokayukta has been diluted by the Congress, but what they fail to tell is ACB is formed under a different law and Lokayukta is under different law. And Attorney General of Karnataka has very clearly mentioned in January in the High Court of Karnataka that formation of ACB has not weakened the Lokayukta. And yes, this action of Lokayukta does give us more confidence in that department. Also, like Vishwanath says, there is an internal tussle between the BJP leaders. Now the talk is about the Bommai camp as well as the Yediyurappa camp and the leaders backing the two different camps. Be it Nirani ji, who is backing one camp, and the Somaya.
Irrespective of internal fight, PKD Nambiar, it's bad optics for the BJP. Particularly a party which has clearly sent a message of zero tolerance against corruption. My question is, what is stopping the party from taking immediate action against this MLA?
No, I am of the opinion that corruption is like a cancer. So it is when it comes to Karnataka, you will find that almost in every political party, even like the PCC president, like a DK Shivkumar, he was behind the bars for almost 6 months because of the corruption. So many of the political leaders across the party line in Karnataka has got a corrupt, somewhere or the other way, they have been connected to the corrupt. I'm not saying that a blanket that everybody is corrupt, but a large number of them, because they are all businessmen, have got either a real estate, mining, or some of these kind of, and some of the education businesses. I'm making it a point that the education businesses, this is there, and this has been a practice not from today, for a long time. But as I said initially, this could have been taken as an opportunity by the BJP, a party with a difference, and taking a very, very strong stand against these people, all the corrupt people. That could have given
Lavanya,
advantage
yes,
BJP.
but because no action has been taken, and that is the reason why BJP is being repeatedly questioned. Lavanya, yes, the BJP is in the wrong here, but the Congress also has not given a clean government to the state of Karnataka. And if anything, your top leaders have also faced the same heat of various investigating agencies. That's also a truth.
See, DK Shivkumar ji has some cases which is disproportionate assets, and the case is going on, and we have never said, we have never given a clean check to any of our leaders who have been accused of that. He's been never accused of any scams. But if you look at the 3.5 years of BJP government in Karnataka, from day one, I can give you about 15 scams, Maria, which have happened in the last 3.5 years in Karnataka. It may be teachers, recruitment scam. It may be the borewell scam. It may be the PSI scam, or it may be any other scams. We have had multiple scams in Karnataka in the last 3.5 years. These people promised a better rule. They said, we are better than Congress. Congress is corrupt. We are going to give you a clean government. Now our question is, if you are corrupt, and you came with the majority, you had Operation Kamala, wherein you stole 17 of our MLAs and said, you're going to give a better administration. Look at your report card. That's all we are saying.
Yes, so basically, basically it is about BJP showcasing its report card, and they cannot get away with the fact that ever since Mr. Bommai took charge, it's almost like embarrassment tumbling out of the cupboard. Infrastructure projects collapsing, the collapsing city of Bangalore. The images are of polarizing debates or corruption. Mr. PKD Nambiar, there has to be a course correction. and the elections are not too far.
I completely agree with you. As I said, that in the politics is all about the perception. And if there is a wrong perception of 40% or for that matter 20%, and technically to tell you that I am also an entrepreneur, the 40% government, that is just a fake narrative. But that narrative is going on for so long without too much of an action on the ground, gives a perception that there is this government is corrupt. But whereas the truth is that the allegations, most of these allegations are just from the point of view of allegation without any substance. And 2 or 3 occasions, the major occasions, the real allegations time, we have seen the strong action. For in the case of like Ishwarappa, they have Santosh Patil's case, and the Ishwarappa had to resign. He is still out. But I think the broader point today is that the government, and especially which is when it becomes a BJP government, we expect a slightly more
The question is, will the BJP crack the whip? And if they don't, then they'll have much to explain, because the elections in Karnataka are not too far, and that has been the only state which has been governed by the BJP, almost like it is almost like a window to the south for the party. Thank you so much for your time, Lavanya and PKD Nambiar. Shifting focus to another story now. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal sat down in a long meditation for 7 hours today. The Aam Aadmi Party tweeted saying Kejriwal will pray, in fact, for the country. It also claims that the Prime Minister is sending those who built schools and hospitals to jail. He is hugging those who looted trillions. And the Delhi CM is worried about the state of the country.
राजनीतिक प्रतिद्वंद्वी हैं हम, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के हम पॉलिटिकल कॉम्पिटिटर्स हैं, मगर क्या इस तरीके की दुश्मनी राजनीति में होती है? हमें जानना चाहेंगे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोगों से। लाख षड्यंत्रों के बाद भी मेयर और डिप्टी मेयर आज हमारी बन गई। क्या इस हार का बदला प्रधानमंत्री जी इस तरह से लेंगे? क्या ये षड्यंत्र तो नहीं कि आम आदमी पार्टी को अब आप राजनीतिक रूप पे तो नुकसान नहीं पहुंचा पा रहे हैं, जेल में भी आपने हमारे नेताओं को भेज दिया, तो लोगों की सहानुभूति पार्टी के साथ बढ़ रही है, तो अब ये षड्यंत्र हमारे शीर्ष नेताओं की हत्या तक पहुंच गया है।
Rupashri Nanda is joining me on the phone line. Rupashri, Mr. Kejriwal has been on meditation for the last 7 hours. How long is he likely to continue? And the Aam Aadmi Party now using that image as sending a message that he is doing it for the country.
Well, absolutely. Arvind Kejriwal was that meditation session should be over now. It was between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And before he started it, actually, he visited Rajghat. And Arvind Kejriwal, as you know, had been into Vipassana and spiritual practices for decades now. However, this move coming at this particular time definitely is a step towards trying to build confidence amongst his supporters at least, and trying to build the image of the Aam Aadmi Party again. Because remember, 2 of his closest people and former ministers are now in jail. It is not an easy time for the Aam Aadmi Party, and even if the Aam Aadmi Party claims that they're innocent, there is some damage which damage control which has to be done. And also remember that because these 2 people are in jail, Arvind Kejriwal himself decided that he will not celebrate Holi. Holi being a very auspicious festival in the country. Also, it is used by politicians to send out various signals and connect with people. So Kejriwal in his press conference actually said that he would not be celebrating Holi, and had actually appealed to the people, publicly to join him in prayers for the country. And the third and final point, of course, is that the Aam Aadmi Party is trying to build a narrative that its leaders are innocent and they have done very good work in the fields of education and health. And the central government is jailing those people who are doing good work for the country. However, if you belong to some other political party, and even if you are corrupt or perceived to be corrupt, those people are not punished, or they do not go behind jail.
Okay.
Or behind the bars. So there is a double standard which exists in the country, and the opposition leaders are being targeted. So it is basically furthering that narrative, which is why Kejriwal said that he was worried or deeply worried for the country.
All right.
So that remains to be seen how the party, battles this crisis in the coming days ahead.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Rupashri. A piece of breaking news coming in next. After meeting with newly elected Nagaland NCP MLAs, the NCP chief Sharad Pawar has decided to extend support to the new chief minister and the new government of Nagaland for the larger interest of the state. In fact, the NCP will be part of the NDPP BJP-led government in Nagaland. The Nationalist Congress Party, that is the NCP, which is one of the BJP's biggest opponents in Maharashtra and other parts of the country, deciding to become a part of this. Is that some kind of political, maneuvering or political new axis that is emerging? Yasha Kotak is joining me on the phone line. Yasha, why exactly extend support at a time when all opposition leaders are uniting against the central government, talking about political vendetta and the misuse of agencies?
Like you rightly said, it was even Sharad Pawar from NCP who was in fact one of the members who had mentioned about how central agencies were being misused against the opposition parties. In that, we have seen that now Sharad Pawar's NCP extending support to NDPP and BJP alliance in Nagaland comes as a surprise to many. However, though, let us understand the context behind this entire decision that was gone with Sharad Pawar's decision. In fact, we've seen just a few days back, the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, had mentioned that when NCP and BJP had formed alliance, this was before the MVA government came to power in Maharashtra, the government which was short-lived, that of Devendra Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar, had formed an alliance. It was, however, mentioned that it was Devendra Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar who had made the decision, but recently in a revelation, Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis mentioned that it was Sharad Pawar who was the mastermind behind this alliance. Now, this has raised quite a lot of speculations and questions regarding decision of Sharad Pawar. Amidst all of this, Sharad Pawar did not really comment on this, but even right now, when we see that Sharad Pawar has decided to form an alliance with NDPP and BJP government in Nagaland, he has not really taken BJP's name, but he's just mentioned that there are rivals everywhere, but not in Nagaland. Now, this comes as a surprising decision of Sharad Pawar. This is amidst the fact that there were 12 people from NCP who contested in Nagaland election, of which 7 won.
That's right.
Whereas 5 others
Yes,
had
Yasha, and this decision that has been taken by Sharad Pawar, what is the reaction that is there from other parties in Mahavikas Aghadi?
So as of now, what we've seen is that considering the fact that there's been no mention of BJP by Sharad Pawar, none of the parties have really commented on this as of now. In fact, even for that matter, when we talk about NCP, there's been no comment on it. Now, what we understand, on the other hand, about Congress and Shiv Sena, they're also tight-lipped about this entire decision. So what needs to be seen is that, considering that there are some big elections that Maharashtra would be approaching in the next few months, that is considering that of BMC election, that is the municipal corporation elections of various bigger cities as well. And MVA has been always of the opinion that they'd go together. So now we need to understand if this Nagaland decision has any kind of an impact on the MVA alliance. All
right. Thank you so much. Shifting focus to another story now, and this is the Enforcement Directorate, which has summoned BRS leader and Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao's daughter, K. Kavita, and she has been questioned for questioning on March 9th in connection with the Delhi liquor policy case. The BRS leader released a statement, and she said that she will be fully cooperating with the investigating agencies as a law-abiding citizen. K. Kavita claimed that she has been summoned by the ED in light of the call for a hunger strike in Jantar Mantar on March 10th. The BRS leader also added that due to the dharna and prefixed appointments, she will seek legal opinion on the date of attending this. According to sources, K. Kavita will be confronted along with Arun Ramachandra Pillai, also an accused in the case, who was arrested yesterday. Swastika is joining me live. So Swastika, any response that K. Kavita has got from the investigating agency? And before you respond to that, a very happy Women's Day to you.
Happy Women's Day to you, and more power to you, Maria. Thank you for inspiring us. Well, yes, Kavita has in fact written to the Enforcement Directorate. That is something that we can confirm here on CNN News 18, asking for a later day of appearance. In fact, as we speak, she is traveling to Delhi, where she is going to be majorly focusing on the dharna that she is holding against the Modi government, demanding women's reservation bill. And this was slated, this is in fact slated to happen on the 10th of March at Jantar Mantar. Now, in the middle of this, of course, the excise policy scam is something that she has been confronted with, and this time around the Enforcement Directorate wrote to her seeking her appearance on the 9th of March tomorrow to make her confront Arun Ramchandar Pillai. What we know so far is that the line of questioning is largely going to be on the relationship between the two sides, because allegations that have been come forth in two ED charge sheets and also in the recent remand report of Arun Ramchandar Pillai goes on to allege that she used him as a proxy to lead the South cartel, to also acquire indirect stakes in the company, Indo Spirits, and also receive and also has been instrumental in providing kickbacks to the tune of 100 crores that was usurped by the Aam Aadmi Party and then later swindled for different purposes, including to fund their election campaign in Goa. But for now, all of this is under the ambit of investigation. So to sum it all up, yes, K. Kavita has been summoned. She has written to the Enforcement Directorate. We are also learning that the ED at this juncture may have not replied to her query, but that is something we are yet to confirm. But yes, the noose seem to be tightening around her.
Yes, and the concern certainly is of the larger nexus that is being alleged by the Enforcement Directorate. Swastika, since you track the state very closely, is K. Kavita fighting this battle by herself, or is the political party, the BRS, supporting her and backing her now?
Well, if you look at the way things have panned out in the last couple of months, first time she was questioned by the CBI in December, it so seemed that Kavita has been left to defend on herself, and this is something Kavita herself says is because she is a fighter. She is a daughter of a fighter of CM KCR who made Telangana into a reality, and that the party has been heavily reimposing their faith into her. In fact, what Kavita has said that the backing that she has in fact sought comes through the family relations that they share. In fact, just before flying to Delhi, we have learned that Kavita also spoke to CM KCR, though she did not meet him personally today, but she did speak to her father, and her father have said that we are standing by you and we will fight it out till the end. Brothers support KTR also in fact has now vocally come out, decried the Modi government's alleged misuse of ED, CBI and IT. But as a family, they have decided that they are going to fight legally. And that is the reason why Kavita has been cooperating with the investigative agencies, because they are fairly confident that all of this is political vendetta at this point in time.
All right, Swastika, thank you so much for your time. A piece of breaking news coming in now. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has attacked the Congress party. In a tweet, she has said, and this is in response to Jairam Ramesh, that Shah Bano was let down by the Congress for keeping a vote bank happy. She was a woman too. Jairam Ramesh, who is the Congress in charge of media, had tweeted earlier that in 1920, women mostly white in the US were given equal voting right. In 1928, women in the UK were given the right. That same year, the INC committed itself to equal voting right for women, which became a reality in 1951 to 1952. Then he goes on to question why, that in 1993, the INC, that is the Indian National Congress, amended the constitution to provide 1/3 reservation for women in panchayats and municipal bodies. In 2010, INC got the women's reservation bill passed in Rajya Sabha. It awaits Lok Sabha's nod. And hence, now we are seeing a response come in from Nirmala Sitharaman, who has now said that that Shah Bano was let down by the Congress for keeping a vote bank happy. She was a woman too. With that, it's a wrap from me and from the entire team of CNN News 18. A very happy Holi and a very happy Women's Day to all the viewers as well. Thanks.